What's up, everybody? Welcome back once again to your boy's channel. You already know who it is. I'm back with a brand new video. And before we get into this video, please hit that like and subscribe button if you're new or returning. I'm working my way up the ladder trying to reach 4,000 watch hours and 2,000 YouTube subscribers. I need everybody's support. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it, man. As you know, earlier today, Xbox made this announcement, and we right here on Gizmodo.com. Xbox console price hike cement Game Pass as the only way Microsoft wants you to play. An Xbox Series X now starts at $550, and you can expect $80 games to arrive soon enough. Welcome to the era of $80 games. Xbox is the first major game publisher after Nintendo to promise a sweeping price increase for its entire portfolio. Save for Game Pass, consoles, controllers, and other accessories will cost more, but the real cherry on top is the promise that some of the company's first party games will start at $80 later this year. That honestly is insane. There's no way in the world that these games should be costing this much money. For real. These games, no way in the world should be anywhere near tapping at $100. Let's get back into it. It sounds like the sort of thing that would hurt sales, but all it really means is Xbox will push Game Pass even harder than before. Facts. Hey, these are other one. In a note published to the Xbox support site, Microsoft detailed a new pricing structure. It's recommending to retailers, starting Thursday, May the 1st, all Xbox consoles will see price increases. The Xbox Series S, with 512 gigs of storage, increased from $300 to $380, and a 1 terabyte version jumps from $350 to $430. An Xbox Series X digital console now costs $550 compared to its previous $450, and the model with an optical drive now costs $600, $100 more than its previous $500 price. An Xbox Series X Galaxy Black Special Edition with a 2 terabyte SSD now runs $730 or $120 more than its previous $600 price tag, and even more than a $700 PlayStation 5. Are you serious? So yeah, man, these price hikes are unbelievable, especially for some of the systems that are like 5 years old. That is really unbelievable. The Xbox wireless controller, which remains a staple for both consoles and PC gaming, now costs $65. The Xbox Elite Series 2 controller now starts at $150, up from $145. The official Xbox wireless headset will set you back $120, $10 more than before. Microsoft's gaming hardware will see price hikes outside the US as well. First party Xbox games will hit the $80 price point this holiday season. And who's going to afford that? People can barely afford the stuff they buy now. These games are going to hardly sell, and it's going to push people to play more digital and play more of Xbox Game Pass, because these physical games that people are playing for are, and even if they're on digital and it's the whole game, you probably still got to pay the $80 price point on digital because of these price hikes, these tariffs. This holiday season, according to Xbox, Microsoft's gaming brand is the first to jack up prices since Nintendo reduced its $70 to $80 and $90 pricing structure for first-party Switch 2 titles. Unbelievable. It's only a matter of time before other major publishers take the hint and raise their prices as well. We understand that these changes are challenging and they were made with careful consideration given market conditions and the rising cost of development, the company wrote on its support page. Gizmodo reached out to Xbox for comment on whether this had anything to do with Trump's tariffs, but we did not immediately hear back. As much as Xbox wants to point the finger at market conditions, the game price gouging has been a long time coming. Major publishers have been uh, gnashing their teeth for years over how game prices have not increased with inflation. For instance, Halo Combat Evolved retailed for $50 back in 2001, equivalent to $91 in equivalent to $91 in today's when adjusted for inflation. However, publishers have been looking hard at Nintendo and its Switch 2 pricing. The Japanese console maker is promoting digital editions of Donkey Kong Bonanza at $70 and Mario Kart World at $80. The Switch 2 is already sold out in most shops that are doing pre-orders, which is likely indicating to the industry that players are willing to bite the bullet on more expensive games. Shh, not me. Xbox Game Pass remains the only service that's not going up in price. Last year, Microsoft changed up its gaming subscription service, increased the cost of most tiers, and nixed access to day one games from its lower price console tier. With more expensive games on the horizon, Game Pass may look like an even better deal than before, but Microsoft can always change its policies in the future. Facts. If it isn't clear already, Microsoft's Game Pass will be its bread and butter going forward. Xbox is no longer interested in using hardware to publish exclusive titles. This month, it brought once exclusive games like Forza Horizon 5 to the PlayStation 5. Xbox head Phil Spencer recently said he would put Game Pass on Nintendo and Sony platforms if he's given the opportunity. Based on Microsoft's Q3 earnings report released this week, Xbox hardware sales were already down compared to the rest of its portfolio. Meanwhile, revenue from Xbox services, namely Game Pass, was up by 8% year over year. Yes, Microsoft now sees Xbox as a service model, and hardware will inevitably fall by the wayside. Rather than make a handheld itself, Microsoft will partner with hardware experts like Asus on an Xbox handheld, higher prices on all hardware and games. Even those from other publishers and console makers will inevitably push more people to Game Pass. In that way, the entire games industry is feeding into Microsoft's hands. Unfreaking believable. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'd rather just come out of the pocket and just pay for Xbox Game Pass because I can get it on my laptop than come out of pocket and pay more prices on the systems and the physical games, even though I enjoy more physical media than digital. I'm buying up 99% physical, 1% digital when it comes to media. That's just how I feel about it. But this price hike with all this stuff going on is unbelievable. And I think it's messed up for these companies to do because they're pricing out a lot of people. And I've seen a lot of people jump online when the Nintendo Switch 2 was going on for pre-orders, and they were just going crazy trying to get it. I think it's for $500, maybe $600. Ain't no way in hell. Unless I probably got it made on YouTube, there's just no way. And even if I got it made on YouTube, I'm probably gonna be frugal and just be like, nope, ain't for me. Anyway, post your comments down below. Let me know what y'all think about this whole story. I appreciate every last one of y'all. See you on my next video. Peace out.